Christian has 10 years experience in business intelligence data mining in companies like Gadu Gadu, and he's web mobile development passionate. Adam Domański, MBA graduate, has 20 years of experience in corporate administration. And me, myself, I've been working for years with brands like Boho Boko, De Galusha, or Glav as a brand consultant. Next slide, please. In 1 year time, we would like...
Time is over. Thank you very much. And now it's time for questions.
Can I ask the first question?
Yes, please.
So, what is the value for a company for using your product?
A company can communicate in target way with customers.
It's like email. Email is not enough?
No, because many brands are not able even to get emails. For example, if you are a retailer or if you are a restaurant or coffee shop, you don't have contacts to your clients. When you give bill and someone want to get points, to get loyalty points or to get prices, then you got the contact. And when you engage client on Facebook also, then you got also possibility to communicate with the client personally with, for example, Facebook notification.
Why would I want to share my receipt? Because maybe I just took it wrong, but you spoke something about sharing the receipt on Facebook. Why would I want to do that?
No, it's not sharing receipt on Facebook. In sharing, on the slide there was sharing branded content on Facebook. So where the brand make a promotion, then you get points for sharing the promotion on Facebook, and then you got points for prices. So it's not sharing bills, it's sharing promotions or information that you bought the product, yes. So you've been in a coffee shop and you liked it, you share it on Facebook, then you got points, and the company got contact to you.
So, as I understand it, the receipt is the vehicle for collecting points and for more importantly, I guess, for the brand or the retailer to understand what you've sold and what you've bought.
That's right.
Can I ask there are a number of technologies that do this, I'm afraid, so, and some that have been going for some time in other parts of the world.
Yes.
What technology do you use to read and translate the SKUs on the receipt?
I think it's the best technology in the world to receive the data from bills. It's our technology. It's quite like OCR with scoring algorithm, because all OCRs only pulls data from the bill. We got also scores that let us know that some data that we got is not good quality.
So how do you know two things? How do you know that this is a receipt that I've paid for, not one that I've just picked up?
We don't know. We don't know.
On the street. And secondly, how do you understand that the item number is, you know, a particular size or type of product? Because often retailers don't have that information in any central database. So if I'm buying, for example, 100 milliliter, you know, baby food as opposed to, you know, a 1 liter baby food.
All products has got separate information of the. It's not possible to got the same position on different products. So when we got from a retailer or coffee shop or any brand information about the list of products that they got, we are able to read it.
Okay.
And how difficult is the implementation for the?
It's very difficult.
It's very difficult.
Very difficult.
Okay.
Excuse me.
But I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay for retailer.
Yeah, for
it's
retailer.
very easy. It's only just okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, it's very easy because the brand client don't have to install any device, and only what everyone do is give a receipt.
Okay. Okay, we have time. Who is the target user, and how are you going to get traction?
The final user, it's young people. Yes, to share content on Facebook and to get, for example, points from a receipt. and we like to have traction from different brands that let us make from them the customer engagement promotions. So when brands make customer engagement promotions, we got traction in young people.
Okay, I have a question on the first stage. What problem do you solve, and where is your competitive advantage between you and Payback or Kakameka? Because I didn't catch that. Why I will choose your solution?
The exact numbers, but this is probably 50% more in this. Probably, yeah.
Okay.
What kind of verticals? Sorry. What kind of verticals do you target? Because the first thing that comes up in my mind is the apparel market.
Yes, it's
pretty natural. So, but what I mean about the margin, like, what do you think should be a high margin industry or high margin brands for that, for the retailer to afford that kind of solution on the mass scale?
As you said, we are aiming at apparel and footwear industry, but our product is also can also be attached to any other, virtually any other product, like, I don't know, toilet water, perfume, and you name it.
What is the customer promise in terms of financial impact? What the retailer may expect?
They can expect to be able to increase, virtually increase their sales, not only improve their marketing, merchandising, they can improve their client service, because they might be able to better predict when the customers visit their store most often, or which areas of their departments of their store they visit most often, and things like that.
What is the business model? Do you charge them for item or for all system? How it works?
So first we estimate the size of the store, and then we put analytic hubs in them, and then based upon the size of the store and the number of analytic hubs, we sell them certain number of analytic tags. Anything between a couple thousand to 10,000 tags, which work with those hubs.
Do you have any revenue now?
Currently, okay, for financial details, I'll ask the CEO of the company to help me on stage. So maybe Pavel can help you with this question.
Hi, my name is Paul. We are still conducting trials. We did one sale at the moment.
So can I just clarify, these are tags that go on the product, and you're actually tracking the movement of the product within the shopping environment?
That's exactly what we do.
And can you link in any way the movement of the product to the consumer that's moving the product around?
Well, we still respect privacy of the client, so we tend not to track people themselves. We prefer to track the objects, the products in the store. And based on that, we would like to provide our customers, like retailers, actionable sales driving insights.
And what are the results of implementation in that companies? For example, what are the results? They come back to you?
In one store that we were conducting our trial, they found out that, for example, that particular shelf with the products that they really would like to sell, would like to push, the people wasn't around. So they had to rearrange the floor layout to expose those products more to customers. And that actually did work.
Okay, can I ask you one question? What extra knowledge do you think this is going to provide to the retailer? What is the one major thing that they're going to be able to hang their hat on and say, this is going to give me a return on investment?
Let's say, for example, you've got your products, you've got this store set up, right? And you really want to push, for example, those bottles. You really want to sell them, but customers don't buy them. Why they don't buy them? Do they even see them? Do they walk past them? Do they even interact with them? Do they pick them up? You don't know that. You just know that they're not selling. And I can tell you, if they're really interested in those bottles, if they really interact with them. So I can help you with, for example, rearranging the store layout, or perhaps changing the price policy?
But this seems a bit like using the...
So that
Jesus,
we have rules. Okay, thank you very much. Big applause. Everyone are equal on this stage. Sorry. Okay, and the last one, at all, is Unix DOS 1 from Łódź. Big applause. Stage is yours.
Last but not least, I hope. Okay, so hello, I'm Stan, and I'm here to tell you about Unix DOS 1, which is the automatic drug dispensing system. So the story is that some time ago I went to a hospital, I had to take a lot of medicines, and I thought, well, with all those patients, they have to have a hell of a good system for drug dispensing or drug distribution. Next slide, please. Guess what? Not really. Most of this is done manually, so most of drug dispensing is done manually. So this leads to three problems. The first one is you can make mistakes. And with adverse drug events, patients are subject to complications or even death. Then you have problems with cost monitoring. And then finally, sometimes drugs are going missing along the way from the hospital pharmacy to the patient. So me and my team decided to solve those problems. So we've decided to create a machine that can tell you the exact cost of the drug therapy per patient. They can assure that the right patient gets the right drug, and that can dispense drugs only when they are prescribed. Next slide, please. So we've decided to build a machine, a Unix DOS 1 unit, that dispenses single doses of drugs per specific patient. And since it's a machine, we've decided to go with a business model that we can either sell it to hospitals by ourselves or by the partnership network, like, for example, hospital information system providers, or we can lease it to hospitals. Next slide, please. And we've estimated the market to be about $10 billion, which is quite a lot. And we are aiming at 5% of the Polish market, 1% of the US market, the same with EU in the next 5 years. Next slide, please. And why are we so optimistic? Because we talked with hospitals, we talked with 40 of them, and 90% said, yes, we want to know more, come back when you have it ready. 2 hospitals said, yes, we want to have clinical trials. When you have it ready, come to us. And 1 hospital, being the second biggest hospital in Poland, said, okay, I want to buy it. Next slide, please. Of course, we have competition. There are 3 major competitors and several smaller ones. But the thing is, they have big machines full of robots, meaning expensive. Next slide, please. And thus comes our greatest competitive advantage, because our system, our machine will be very simple, I mean technologically simple, and it will be suitable for small and medium-sized hospitals which cannot afford big systems right now. We also developed 2 products with patent pending, one that can allow moving the drugs from one machine to another safely, and then the second one is the smart drug box for the patient, that only the right patient can open it. Next slide, please. We have 2 major risks, one connected with...
Thank you very much. Okay, it's now time for 5 minutes for questions.
I just want to ask, how do you make sure the right patient opens the right box?
RFID technology. Chip in a bracelet and chip on a drug box.
Are you ready for when it will happen?
Yes, it can happen, but we implement a system that we're wrong when given to a patient or dispensing a drug, maybe.
Wrong patient.
Okay, this can happen. We do our best to prevent it, but still it's Six Sigma. Sometimes mistakes can happen.
The hospital, let's say they wanted to give you money. Did you take the money?
We are already, we have built an alpha version, we're building a beta version right now, and we'll be ready to sell by the end of 2016.
So you haven't taken the money?
No, not yet.
Yeah, that's my biggest concern, that your clients are public entities, and as you know, like there's not like too much responsible money, and these entities think through a different perspective than ROI or whatever that is. So it's my doubt that you either do not meet sensible people who want to go forward, or there is no money left for you.
Okay, private and public entities. And we talked with hospitals, they want to know more, and they are ready to spend this money because right now the rate of mistakes is quite high, so we lower this. So they are interested in this, and such solutions are becoming a standard will become a standard in several countries. For example, in Netherlands, almost all hospitals have it. In Spain, about half of hospitals have it. So it's becoming a standard.
Can you talk us through your distribution and your go-to-market strategy?
How are we going to sell, right? Well, we have to win a tender. And we're building our system to meet all the requirements of the competition machines. So whenever a tender comes up, we can participate.
So if I get it, sorry, go ahead. So if I get it right, you're building an ATM for drugs.
For hospital drugs, yes.
Okay. So what is the cost of the device?
The cost will start from about $200,000 compared to the competition, which starts at $350,000.
Okay. Have you analyzed the case that Eva mentioned? Because mistakes happen when it comes to drugs. They cannot happen. I mean, if the person make a mistake, it's accountability. What happened in the machine make a mistake, you're accountable.
We will be insured. It's the same problem of all the other competition, not only us.
Okay.
So comparing to competition, you're cheaper. That's your
we want to build. We are building a machine that it's less complicated. We don't have as many robots, so we don't take space and we save money.
Yeah, but for the end client, there's a value that counts. It's cheaper, right?
Yes, exactly. And cheaper in.
So what if because the cheaper thing, is if anybody comes over and these companies who are there, they just reduce the cost, or maybe they just have high margin. What do you do then?
If they do that, it means they are really afraid of us. So we can handle it. I mean, they cannot do it for long. We can. So if because we have.
If you come to the hospital and say, okay, I will send you the machine, it will reduce your costs, but I'm charging quite a lot of money, and how long do I have to wait for this to pay back?
We've estimated the price to be 2 years savings from drugs. I mean, the less amount of drugs that are going missing, for example. Because right now it's 3 to 7% yearly.
I only ask because you mentioned you're targeting small and medium-sized hospitals. Do they have the money?
Yes, that's. I said the price starting from $200,000, and this is the price we've calculated of about 5% of drugs going missing during 2 years. So the price is calculated this way.
Should the insurance companies not actually be your clients? Because I'd be looking at this going, who's going to sue? Who's the liability on? And if you can actually show that this is reducing the risk for the practitioners, especially in the wealthy companies like US.
Cheers.
Thumbs up. Okay, and now it's time for the jury deliberation. We have 5 minutes to do this, and please do this without using your microphone. Yes, here. As you can see on the movie with our ecosystem. Start.
What we decide.
And now,